Alright, Nacho and I here today. We're going to do a Keyforge unboxing and then have a little game with the starter decks. So, see what we get. We get Keyforge, Call of the Archons. Every game unique. What do we got here? We got the quick start rules, which we're going to be using today. We'll put this aside because I'm sure we're going to have to reference it a couple times. Got the catalog games. So what we have here is, what do we got here, Nacho?
Tokens.
Tokens. Punch card. So we each get 3.
The keys.
The keys, which start the game unforged. We also get a bunch of amber tokens, which you need to collect 6 of to activate your keys. Boom, boom. Let them go.
There are 3 colors. Does it matter what color they are?
Nope. So, as long as you get all 3, to my knowledge, maybe there is a card that does that, but it doesn't look like that. And then these are damage tokens, because in this game, damage is permanent, so it doesn't go away at the end of the turn. These are used for part of the game called chain tokens, but we're not going to be using that today because we're just playing the quick start rules.
Might as well punch this over and throw it.
Alright, so what we got here is 2 of the Call of the Archon decks, which you're going to be able to buy individually outside of the starter deck. Each one of these is unique, so that's pretty neat. Won't be using those today. And then it comes with kind of 2 starter decks. So we got Myth Onyx Censorious. These are the chain trackers, which we aren't using in this game. And Radiant Argus the Supreme. Which one would you like, Nacho?
Onyx, obviously.
Onyx? Yeah, that's what I figured. So, how the decks work is that you have your hero here, and each hero uses 3 different houses. So I have Logos, Sanctum, and Untamed. What do you
I have Bropnar, Dis, and Shadows.
Dis Shadows?
Shadows.
Exactly.
These shadows.
And then on the back of the hero card is your unique deck list. So it's 37 cards. Only your deck has these combination of 37 cards. That's why it's unique. And it's not a deck building game, so you can't take other cards you get and mix them with these. This is your deck list, so these cards on this checklist are all here. And then, for example, if you open one of these, you're going to have a completely different deck list, even if it's a hero that uses the same 3 houses. So it's pretty unique that way, so it's kind of fun that way. So every time you get a new deck and play, it's going to be a different experience. Yeah, so what do we got here? We'll look over. Just talk about the 4 different card types. So you'll see what you'll have is in the top left, you'll have the house of the card. You'll also, so it'll be creature cards, which have a power and an armor. There'll be action cards, which are kind of like one-use cards. Once you use them, they go to your discard pile. What else do we got here?
Artifacts.
I'm assuming
Here.
there's some. Oh, you got an artifact. So an artifact goes onto the battlefield and stays permanently like a creature, and you can use its action every turn. And the last one are upgrades, which gets added to a creature and gives them an added ability. So, it's pretty neat. There you go, Blood of Titans. So, how the base of the game works is, what do we got here? We'll go through all the steps. What we'll do is we'll put our hero here, get this out of the way. What they also provide are little, what's the best way to call them? What are they called in like other games? Status cards, I guess. So sometimes there's some card that'll stun a card, so you can put this on top of it, or cards that give them increased power, so you can use these to reflect that.
That's cool.
So
So they have the effect at the bottom, so you can have the creature with the effect underneath.
yeah. Neat. Oh, I've turned these around. All right. Let's give them a shuffle here. Nacho's much more gentle than I am. Next, you'd usually choose like a random way to see who goes first. But what we'll do here, a nice random way, because we don't have any dice on it, you can use dice. We'll flip a Keyforge token.
Sure.
So do you want amber side or no amber side?
Activated.
Activated, so. Boom. Activated. So you get
I
to
will
go
go
first.
first. So I draw 7 cards and you draw 6.
Yeah. All right.
Not entirely sure why I get 7 cards though.
Because, reason you're saying that, because at the end of the turn, one of the steps where you draw cards to get up to your hand, the maximum you can have is 6.
Yeah, but I can play only 1 during
Yeah.
the first turn.
Yeah. So normally the steps of the turn are this. At the start of your turn, first thing you do is if you have 6 or more amber, you forge one of your keys. That's like the first thing you do.
And you have to.
Yeah, you have to. So usually right now, obviously, we don't have it. We can't do it at the start of the game. Next one is choosing a house. So, for example, you'd look at your cards, see what you're able to play. And for example, Nacho would choose one of his 3 houses to figure out which one he wants to play. So once you choose a house, you can only play cards and activate cards from that house for that turn, unless there's a card that tells you otherwise that you can use other ones.
Okay, I'm gonna choose this house.
This house, all right. All right, so what are you going to play?
Okay, now I get to play only 1 card because it's the first turn. If it wasn't, I could play more, as long as they are from the same house. And I'll play a Dust Imp, which is a creature, so it will stay on the battlefield. And they come into play exhausted. So it will come into play sideways.
Yeah. The reason they do this is so you cannot use them first turn they come into play. Normally, on every turn after the first turn, you can play as many cards as you have for that house.
Now I should fill my hand until I have 6 cards.
Oh, wait, we got a couple more steps first. So you can also, one thing you can do playing is you can also discard cards from that house normally during the turn as well, if you have ones you don't want to use for that turn, for example. So this next step is now you get to ready all your cards on the field. So you ready that card now? So because it's after the turn where you can activate them, you can't use them, but it's ready for next turn. And now you would draw up to 6 cards.
I already have 6. So.
Yep. So goes on to my turn.
So you would activate the forward key if you had 6 Ember tokens, which
got
you
nothing.
don't. Now you choose your house.
Choose my house. Well, I just like the name of that one. Oh, that's pretty good. Got to read all these nice cards here. All right, I'm going to go with Sanctum. I can play multiple cards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Quixo, the Adventurer. It's got Skirmish. So when I use this creature to fight, damage isn't dealt back to it. We'll probably get to fighting soon, so you can have a look at it. And also has an ability when I fight as well. What I can also do as part of this phase is discard any cards that I don't want, maybe at the start of the game. So I'm also going to discard this card from the Sanctum. Actually, I meant to say Logos. My apologies. So Logos card. So that's discarded. So this came in exhausted. So now I'll go to my ready phase. And now my draw phase. So I have 4 cards. So I draw up to 6. Now it's Nacho's turn.
I have no key to activate. And now I'm going to choose the Shadows house. And I'm going to play Shadow Self.
So what does that one do?
So he deals no damage when fights, but any damage dealt to non-Spectre neighbors, it's dealt to the Shadow Self instead.
Ah, so it's like a big
What it means by
damage
neighbors
sink.
is that you have to place the creatures to the side of the existing ones.
Yeah, they have to be always on the outside.
Yeah. You can't rearrange the cards. So if I play this guy now and I want to play another card, I have to play it on this side or this side. I cannot play it in between them.
So that's a pretty neat card. Basically means that I'm not able to kill that guy.
I think I'm going to need more space here, though.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. So, for example, so if you, play another one.
Yeah, this guy comes into play ready.
Oh, that's pretty good. So if I'm reading that correctly, so if you would attack with that guy, you would deal damage to me, but I would deal damage to your Shadow Self.
Yes.
It's not bad. That's an annoying little Shadow Self.
Skirmish. If I attack you, are you still fighting and then you're not deal damage?
No, when I use this creature to fight.
He's
That's
no
what-
damage in return.
That's what I take. That's what I take Skirmish as.
Makes sense. All right. In that case, I'm going to fight my Dust Imp with your Kisha.
Okay. So I believe fighting will tap it. So let me see. Yeah, when a creature is used to fight, exhaust a card. That means you can only fight once per turn.
Makes
So-
sense.
Take 2 damage, and I deal 3 back to it, but because it can't deal damage,
So-
it goes on to this.
Right.
Got a 3 right there. Bam.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you always deal damage equal to its power when fighting. That's also its health.
And my Silver Tooth is also going to attack.
Oh,
you.
you're gonna kill. So it's pretty good. So it's taking enough damage. It is gone to the discard pile.
And then
yeah.
I untap them.
Yep.
They're ready. And I draw out to 6, which is 2 more.
That's a pretty good turn. All right. So I'm going to name Untamed. I got the right house this time. So this is going to be a pretty good turn, I think. for the first time playing second turn. All right, so I got our first action card. So this is a one-time use card. So a couple things. It's one time, so you get to immediately use the play action. For the remainder of the turn, gain 1 amber each time you play a creature. What it also has, it has an amber underneath the house, which means when I play this card, I get an amber. Place it on your hero there. So I have this in play here. So I'm now going to the Snufflegator. So 4 power, comes in exhausted. It's got skirmish as well. So I get an amber as I played a creature. I'm also going to bring in the Niffle Ape. So when it's attacking, I ignore Taunt and Elusive, which are 2 abilities we haven't seen yet. I'm also going to play. Oh wow, I didn't order this very well, but that's how you learn the game. Each time you play another creature, gain an amber.
Oh,
That's okay.
you forgot to add 1 because of this guy as well.
Okay, so 3. I got 4 total. I could have had 6, but that's okay. That's why you learn. All right, so these get readied. I have 2 cards, so I draw up to 6. That's a pretty good turn. Especially I got the Snufflegator and the Niffle Ape.
I don't have anything to activate, so
What house do we get today? Do we get our first Brobnar here? We're going to Diff Shadows.
Brobnar is tempting, but I think I'm gonna go with Shadows. So my first action is gonna be Nerve Blast. So I'm gonna steal 1 of your Ember tokens,
Right.
and I'm gonna deal 2 damage to this guy.
To the Snufflegator?
Snufflegator, yes.
Yeah. Understandable, you
So
really
that's
want to kill that Snufflegator.
My action gone. I have to play them now before I attack it. It's interesting.
I'm pretty sure you can like play cards, attack, and then play cards. It's all part of the same. Yeah. In this step, it may play, use, or discard from hands in any order. Yeah. Eligible cards can be played, used, and discarded in any order. Yeah. So you can play cards, attack, play cards.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the Niffle Ape with my Silver Tooth.
Okay. So this takes 2.
Yep.
But it does 3 and kills
So this
the
dies.
guy. Finally got rid of the sink. So what happens when a creature dies in the middle? Everything else whoosh, goes to the inside. So there's no like empty spot in the middle you can play something. Everything kind of collapses in.
And then I'm going to use Poison Wave, which is 2 damage to each creature, and gives me an Amber token.
So
It's going to kill everything.
everything is going to die, including yours, but you gain 2 when that dies. Pretty good.
And then I'm going to play an Urchin, which has Elusive, which is the first time this creature is attacked each turn, no damage is dealt.
Ah, I see.
And I have 3 cards, so
Oh, comes in exhausted.
I'll draw 3. 1,
I don't like that card
2,
because it can steal.
3, and this guy is ready
Yeah.
now.
All right. I'm going to have to kill that.
The play ones are not actions, right? So this happens when he comes into play, not when
no.
I use him.
Yeah, it's during the same step 3. So you have to wait till your next turn to use it, for example.
Okay.
And when you play it, you can either play or attack, for example.
Makes sense.
All right. No, it is apparently.
Play is when it comes into play,
Yeah.
and
so-
then action is when you use it.
or
You can reap as well.
yeah, so you can't use that every turn. It's only when you play it. Reap is the ones that you can use any turn.
But that's all critters.
Yeah. So you stole one. So boom.
Cool.
Learning. So let me see here. All right, I'm gonna. Oh no, that's. All right, I think I'm going to go with Logos. Although, do I really want to kill that now? No, I don't think I need to. No, I'm going to go with Sanctum again. So I'm going to play Raiding Knight. So I capture this, it goes on here. Once you kill this, you get it back. One of the things that this has, first time we're seeing, is an armor. So anytime this creature fights, you reduce 2 of the damage for each time it fights. I'm also going to play Champion, an Aphiel. It's got Taunt. So this creature's neighbors cannot be attacked unless they have Taunt.
Interesting.
I think I'm going to.
It has power 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I'm going to discard that. Okay. So I'm going to ready. Down to 3 cards, so I'll draw up to 6. All right.
okay. So I'm going to choose this house.
This house. This house is getting laid.
And I'm gonna scare the Radiant Knight. So he will go back to your hand.
So, yep, boom, that goes back.
And then I'm gonna play a Chariot, which is gonna steal your Ender tokens.
Oh, no, it goes on the capture, goes on the creature.
Capture. Right.
Yeah. So you can never actually get these. It just prevents your opponent from having it. So is it exhausted? That one's exhausted, right?
Yeah, it comes to play exhausted. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna reap with the Urchin.
Oh, you don't. It doesn't have a reap ability.
All creatures can do it, right?
No, it needs to
Any
have.
ready creature on the active house may be used, but it's not from the active house, so I can't use it.
No, yeah, but it needs to have a reap ability.
No, if it has the reap ability, it means when you reap, you get the effect of the reap. But any ready creature of the active house may be used to reap. Reap abilities if it has any.
Okay, is each exhaust card then it's. So you get 1 amber.
But I can't use it because it has to be from the active house,
Oh, okay.
which in this case is this house,
Okay.
not this one.
Okay. I see. So you can always just use it to gain 1 amber.
And I guess I'm going to play the Dominator Bubble, which is an artifact that as an action lets me use a friendly creature that can be from any house.
So right now that's exhausted. Yeah.
I don't really want to attack that because it has armor 1, so I wouldn't deal any damage.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stop there. So I'm gonna ready my creatures and draw 3 cards.
All right. All right. I think I'm gonna stay with the Sanctum house. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to stay with the Sanctum house here. So I'm going to capture one again. I'm going to, this comes into play, Sergeant Ezekiel. I get to ready and fight with a neighboring creature. So I will immediately ready this guy and fight your chart. So because this has 2 armor, it only takes 2 damage instead of 4. So these were stuff you took from me.
Sanctum house seems strong.
And going to give this +1 armor. Against taunt, which it already has. And I will fight that guy.
Okay, he has elusive, so he ignores it.
Oh, that's what that one does?
Yeah.
Gosh, I learned. I learned now.
Do you also add an amber because you played the upgrade?
Oh, thank you. So I will go to my ready phase. I have 4 cards. Draw up to 6. All right. That urchin.
Okay. So this time I'm gonna finally use the Brobnar house.
Brobnar. Probably been like loading up on Brobnar cards.
Okay, I can't read because it's not the active house.
And you can't use that because it's not the active house. Correct? If I'm reading that
I
correctly.
don't know if the actions can be used just because you have it. I would assume so. By use a friendly creature, it means that I can play a creature.
No, but you can't use the action because you can't. It's not the current house.
I think you can use actions anytime, no matter the house that you choose.
All right, so yeah, so once you choose your house, you can only play and use cards belonging to that active house.
Okay.
Yeah.
There goes a Gangar Chieftain then.
So okay. Yeah. So it comes in exhausted, but you have the ability, so
You may ready and fight with a neighboring creature, which
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
okay.
I'm going to play this other guy that is going to ready this
All right.
and make him fight. I
Which
can't fight
can
the Radiant
only-
Knight because of the
Because of
champion,
the taunt, it's the only one you can fight.
but I can fight this guy. And then I'm going to play Blood of the Titans on this guy, so he'll have +5 power.
Sweet jalopy.
And I get an Ember token.
All right.
And sorry, this guy came exhausted.
So he's got 10 power now. All right.
And now I'm going to draw 3 cards because I have 3 in my hand. 1, 2, and 3. And you may go.
All right. Time to go Logos. Gonna go Logos on this. Okay, I'll be real careful. I got to do ordering here. Ordering. So I am gonna start with a Twin Bolt emission.
Ooh.
So I get an amber for playing the card. I'm gonna do 2 to a creature and 2 to a different creature. So elusive is only when it's attacked, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna do 2 to this and 2 to that.
So I'll replace these. I have 6, and this is that.
And then next going to pretty much sacrifice this guy to kill this guy. They're both gonna die.
Okay.
You get
So you're going to do a 4. So
Yeah.
use that.
you get your amber back. Oh, wait, I can't do that. It's not the right house. Get it all back, get it all back. All right, learning here. So that, one of this, so you don't get that back yet. Yeah, can't use this. It's tough, man. I was thinking I was gonna tag this on this. You can't do that. All right, I'm going to jump into the wild wormhole though. So when it comes into play, I can play the top card of the deck, and it doesn't matter what house it's from. So let's see what I get. I get the Bat Drone.
Bat drone?
Yeah.
Yo, he's Batman.
So Bat Drone, you get, so it'll come in exhausted. It's got skirmish, and when I fight, I get to steal an amber.
But fight only works if you survive.
Oh, no, is that,
Yeah.
is that how it works?
Fight. After the fight resolves, if the attacking creature survives the fight, resolve all of that creature's fight abilities.
But that's okay because it's got skirmish. So
So
when
you
you
won't
use
take
this
damage.
creature to fight, it deals no damage in return. So that's pretty good. And you can't attack it right now because of my taunt. Okay, I got one more to play. My logos. Do I want to play this? I'm just gonna. Oh, I'll do it because it's got some high power. So. All right, I'm gonna play Doc Bookton. So I got to play it on the edges here. I would have liked to put it next to the taunt, but I can't do that. So it comes in exhausted, has a reap ability of drawing a card. That's not bad. So basically you would get an amber and draw a card anytime you reap this guy. It's pretty good. So can't attack with anything. So I'm going to ready these 3 cards, go up to 6, and your turn.
I only have 5 because you didn't return
Yeah.
this one.
Because
So
I couldn't attack.
I can't activate a key yet, but I'm going to choose this house.
You should have ready last turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Boom.
I'm still used to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I know.
At the beginning of my turn is going to end top. So I'm going to choose house this. This house.
This house, yeah.
This house this. And I'm going to play the Schuler, which when it comes into play,
So
if
exhausted,
you have
yeah.
4 more Amber, I steal 1.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's steal, so I keep it.
Yeah.
He goes there. And I'm going to play a Stealer of Souls. If an enemy creature is destroyed fighting him, that creature is removed from the game, so you can never use it again. And I gain an Amber token.
Not bad. So it comes in exhausted.
And then
You're gonna
I'm
exhaust
going
that.
to exhaust this, so I can use a Gangar Chieftain to fight your Protect the Weak.
Alright, so they're gonna kill each other.
Yep.
Boom.
And I can't attack with this guy, so that is going to be it for me. I'm gonna draw 2 cards after I ready my creatures. And it's your turn.
All right.
Only being able to play things and use things from one house makes the game really complicated.
Yeah.
In the sense that you need to really think what you want to do.
Like I want to use all these, right? You know.
Yes.
So if I kill that, you steal one of my. No, you just gain one. You don't steal one.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I think I'm gonna have to go with Sanctum here.
Because I have the 6 tokens, when I
Sure.
drew cards, I should have said check, so that you are aware that next turn I can forge a key.
I see. Well, thanks.
No, checkmate.
So, I'm gonna play, start off Staunch Knight when it's on a flank, gets a +2 power.
So I have 6 power right now. So you can use these.
It's true. Got. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, I need to know. What are you most likely to use? Okay, I'm going to Lady Maxena. So what this does is when it comes into play, it stuns a creature. So basically I'm going to stun his Stealer of Souls, which means it'll stay stunned until it tries to do something. And then when that creature is used, it does nothing other than discard all stun cards. As an action, I can return this to my hand, so I can just stun.
Do it again.
Yeah.
That's not going to be annoying.
I'm gonna play this because I just might as well heal 1 damage from each creature. Yeah, each creature includes your opponent's creatures, but none of yours are damaged. And I gain 1 amber for each one. So, kind of weird. Oh no, not really. Yeah, like if I attack with anything I attack, I can't kill it. But at the same time, it's tough. Might want to get some damage on a creature. Trying to figure out what you're more likely to use.
You only can really attack now, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to basically deal 4 to that. I take 3 because of my 2 armor, but because I already have 1 damage, get that back. Not too worried about giving that to you because you already had enough to this. So I'm going to ready, draw up to 6, and pass the turn.
All right. This should be ready as well. So I have to forge a key.
Yeah.
So I'm going to forge, I guess this one. That takes 6 hammer tokens out of my pool.
Boom.
And I'm going to choose the Brobnar house, which so far has been very useful to me. And I'm going to use Warsong.
Okay.
So this turn, every time that a creature fights, I get an Ember token.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm going to use Loot the Bodies. For the remainder of the turn, I gain 1 token each time my enemy creature is destroyed.
Yeah. I see what you.
And I'm going to play Valder,
So it's
which is a 6 power creature with no
+2.
armor. And it deals +2 power while attacking an enemy creature on the flank.
sure.
So it will be power 8
So
if I
while
attack
it's
it.
on the flank or
Attacking a creature on the flank.
on the flank. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah. She doesn't have to be on the
Yeah.
flank, but if she attacks either going to the edges of your battlefield, you'll get +2 power.
I'm with you.
Alright. So these guys can't fight or can't be used because they are not from the proper house. So the Gangrel Chieftain is going to destroy someone. I can destroy this guy, and I can destroy this one because it has +2 power. So I'm going to destroy probably the biggest one, which is the
So they're
Dunk.
basically going to trade.
yes.
Okay.
So they're both dead. One creature died, so I get an Ember token, and I fought with one
Yeah,
creature, so I get another one.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
And now I'm gonna ready, and this is it. So here, and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, and you may go. I'm not too concerned about wasting cards because if I run out of cards, I can shuffle my discard pile, and that becomes my deck.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Logos. I'm going to start by fighting this guy. Because I have skirmish, I take nothing in return. And since it survives, I get to steal 1.
It's pretty good.
So I'm going to play this. For the remainder of the turn, each time I play another card, I draw a card. So I'm going to go with... So I gain 1 for each forged key your opponent has.
Okay. Interesting.
And I get to draw a card because I played a card.
We're
Come
starting to see the
on,
logos.
Logos? No live and laugh logos here. Okay, so now I'm going to ready these. I have 5. I'm going to draw and I'm going to say check because I have 6.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, it's all on you now. Patron. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Da, 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 patron.
I cannot activate any key. I'm going to choose House Brobnar.
I'll go Brobnar again. He wants to deal the big damage.
And I'm going to stun your Sanctum Knight.
Okay. Just stun, that's all it is?
Yeah,
Just stun?
stun a creature. Oh, no, he is a creature. I'm still not used to the layout. Okay. Then I'm going to punch the Patron
No, not bad.
for 3 damage. Get a Amber token. Balder is going to fight Doctor.
Okay. Those dies, I take 4.
Made a mistake there. I can't steal anything from you this turn. So, I think I'm going to use the Stealer of Souls with my Gauntlet of Command.
Okay.
Oh no, because he's stunned.
Well, you can, but you would
But
just...
he won't fight.
You would just remove the stun.
Yeah. So I'm going to use Balder instead. So I can ready and fight with a friendly creature. So ready and make it fight, I guess this guy. No, that he's stunned. I don't want to deal damage to this one, so you can just return it and nothing happened.
So they trade, basically?
She deals 6. I think you have more power than that with your armor.
No, they just...
Oh, sorry, it's 8 because you're on the flank.
Oh, it's on the flank, yeah. So I take 4.
No, he is dead.
Oh, because it's got 8, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so they kill each other, yeah. It's all coming together now. I keep forgetting power is also the health.
Yes. And I'll draw my 3 cards to fill my hand after writing this guy.
All right.
Interesting.
So, start of my turn.
Yep. The old Forge
Boom. Going for the red one. Okay. So, remainder of the turn, each friendly creature cannot be dealt damage.
key. Okay, interesting.
Oh, yeah, Sanctum. Gonna choose a friendly creature to capture 2,
All right.
and I get an amber for playing that. I'm going to play this guy, capture 1. And then I'm going to attack that guy there. I do not take damage this turn because of the Shield of Justice.
That is so brutal.
And I will then ready these 3 cards. I will draw 3, and I will pass the turn.
Okay. This is very swingy.
That was a good turn for Sanctum.
Okay. I'm gonna choose Shadows.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play an Urchin. So I'm gonna steal.
All right. So that.
1.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Bad Penny, which does nothing, but basically she doesn't die.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Can poke you.
Yeah.
Not very useful against armor, but I'm gonna play Noddy the Thief.
Okay. So that comes in exhausted. What does it do?
He has elusive, and as an action, he can steal Ember tokens.
Oh man. Pesky.
And I'm going to discard the Secret Needle because I don't think I'm gonna use it. And I'm reading my guys and drawing 4 cards.
All right. I think I'm gonna like this turn.
4.
Okay, I'm gonna, let me see here. Okay, I'm liking this. All right, okay. It's gonna be quite the turn here.
I
Okay,
like how that sounds.
I'm gonna regrowth, brand new card, I've never seen that one before.
Okay.
Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. My Hunting Witch.
No.
Sorry, I'm choosing Untamed, by the way. Then I'm going to play it. Each time I play another creature this turn, I gain 1.
Oof.
Oh, the regrowth also had an amber on it.
Yep.
Okay. So, next, this one's pretty interesting. It's just a 1, but I get 2 amber when I play it. And I get
Whoa.
1 amber
Because you played a creature.
if I played a creature.
Damn. All right.
I then going to play. I'm just going to. This will continue this way. Going to play a Niffle Ape. Get amber. Going to play a Witch of the Eye. Get an amber. This one is interesting. I'm going to play. So I get 1 for playing the card. I choose 2 friendly creatures and 2 enemy creatures. Shuffle each into their owner's deck. So these 2 are going away. I don't care. This one and this one are going away. And I'm going to choose my Dust Pixie and my Niffle Ape. So.
All right.
Okay. I'm not done.
That was interesting, nonetheless.
Okay, and now we'll play a Niffle Queen. So each other friendly beast gets +1 power. Each other friendly Niffle gets +1 power.
Stop playing with your keys.
I guess I have no other beast Niffles at the moment. And I played a creature, so I get an amber. Yeah, and I will ready and draw 6 cards. And check.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so I'm gonna choose.
My entire hand was untamed. It was weird.
I'm gonna choose house this,
This house. Okay.
and I'll make you discard a random card.
No. Okay.
Get an ember.
To make myself feel better, I won't look at my hand. Hopefully, it's not the. All right. Oh, not mother. Doing a
I'm
draw
gonna-
card step.
Play another one.
Oh, not bad. I just want to make sure I don't discard that guy that gives me 2 amber when it comes into play.
Doesn't.
Oh no, not the pixie. That's such a good guy. I love that guy.
And I'm gonna play Toxin.
So these
This is
are actions.
gone.
Yeah. So you can do it to make me. All right, I see. I see what this house is trying to do.
Play Dust Imp.
Okay, so that's exhausted. Okay.
Play the Terror. If you had no Ember
Yeah.
tokens, I would gain 2, but you obviously have some.
And then you're.
I'm going to try and use this guy.
Yeah, so just
But
get
he's
stunned.
stunned. And with my artifact, I'm going to use Bad Penny to reap and get another Ember token,
Sure.
which I get because this
Yeah.
allows me to use from any house.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to ready my units here and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right.
And you get another key.
So yeah, I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. Ah, 3 amber away.
Oh,
All right. So this is pretty good because if I play more creatures, I still get amber.
yes. Yes,
So
indeed.
I think I'm going to choose Untamed again.
I wonder why.
So I'm going to go with the Niffle. I am going to reap this, so I get an amber, and I get to return a card from my discard pile to my hand.
That is, wow. Untamed. I think I found my favorite house.
I'm going to play my Dust Pixie, which will give me 1 from the Hunting Witch, and then 2 more. I can then... I can deal 7 damage divided among any number of creatures. Because I have 7 creatures in play. So I didn't... This isn't fighting this technically. So I'll deal 6 to that. I don't really want to... And then 1 to that, I guess. Let's return it to your hand. I'll fight that.
Okay.
So this takes 3 damage. I don't want to fight with this guy. I'm just
I'm being overrun.
So I will ready. I will draw up to, because I don't have enough. Might be a bad thing that I have to shuffle my discard pile.
Well, you can still play an action and then reap.
That's true. So I'll draw, and I will say check.
Okay, how many do you have exactly?
I have
8?
8. So you need to find a way to get rid of 3.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
I always forget to ready the artifact. I'm gonna choose House Shadows,
The egg.
and let's start with Bad Penny
Okay.
coming back.
Yeah.
I'm going to then play too much to protect, so I'm gonna steal all but 6 of my opponent's Ember tokens. So you have 8, I'll take 2.
Fair enough.
Then I'm gonna play Nerf Blast, which is going to steal 1
And then
and
you
deal
get
2 damage.
Seems like a good creature to kill.
Then I'm gonna play an Urchin, which is gonna steal another 1.
Huh? All right. All right. I need to get my Dust Pixie back to my hand.
I'm gonna play Nutty the Thief over here, which does nothing when he comes, but he will later on.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play Dodger here, which when it fights, if it survives, I get to steal another Ember token.
All right. So I'm gonna have to kill that. Is what you're saying.
So I'm gonna draw. I have only 3 cards in my library, so I have to
Right.
shuffle as well.
Okay.
These are all ready.
Okay.
And check.
Check. Okay. I think I might figure this one out, but maybe not. All right. I am going to so I have to get rid of the stuff that can steal. How I'm taking it. So I am
Choosing on tank.
So this has 4 power because it's a beast. Oh, and it's a niffle, so it's 5 power.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna kill that.
Kill Dodger. Okay.
You can't guess that I chose Untamed.
Yes.
And then I'm going to fight this.
Elusive, so he ignores it.
Ah. Guess I'll have to kill it.
Okay.
No, take it back. Take it back. I figured something out. Maybe. I don't know.
You better reap.
This
Oh, I see. I see.
is gonna just kill that.
Why so much hate for Bad Penny?
I'm gonna reap. So I gain 1.
Okay.
I'll bring this back.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna play it. I
Mhm.
gain 2. Back up to 7.
Indeed.
I'm gonna play the Snufflegator. So that's gonna be
Mhm.
looping around here. So I'm gonna then ready, draw up to 6, which is 1 card, and then say check.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will activate a key, so
Yeah.
3 and 6 are gone. I'm gonna choose House Brobnar.
Okay. Interesting. No Brobnar cards on the board.
And I'm gonna play a Headhunter.
Yeah. I think I see what's going on. Yeah.
I'll play a Gengar Chieftain, which will
Yeah, that is
ready
on,
this
yeah.
guy and make him fight the Witch.
Why? So it takes 3 damage.
He'll take 3,
Okay.
and I get a number because he fought.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play another Headhunter,
Okay.
and I'm going to use Anger to ready it and make him fight Niffle Queen, Shufflegator, Shuffle Gator is probably the right one.
Okay.
So I'll take 4, and I get another Amber.
Yeah.
And I'm not stealing anything, so you win the game.
So you ready your stuff? Comes to my turn. I use 6 amber and I get the final key.
Yep.
All right. Man, that had a lot more.
Good game.
That had a lot more strategy than I thought it would. Was the different houses?
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could only use and play cards
Yeah.
from just one house. I thought you could play only from one house, but use anything that you had on the
No,
board.
yeah, that's what makes it hard. Like, I was lucky because one turn I ended up with all untamed because I hadn't used it for much of the game. So eventually it got to a point like this turn I would have been like at 3 and 3. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. That is Keyforge. Hope you guys like it. I'm Joey.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right, see you later. Bye.